So good morning everyone. This is the third lecture of Introduction to Physics. In first two lecture we have discussed the scope and excitement of physics, and in second lecture I have discussed basic things about units and measurement. So measurement is nothing but guys an act of comparison, because I have already discussed about measurement. So measurement is an act of comparison from a standard quantity to unknown quantity. We have some standard quantity and we measure the unknown quantity in terms of that standard quantity. So I told you in last class we will going to give the detailed view of all these things. Like guys, I am discussing mass. SI unit of mass, you all know that kg. If I'm talking about SI unit of mass, you know that kilogram. So guys, how you can measure 1 kilogram? Does anyone say that this is 1 kilogram, this is 1 kilogram? No. The thing is that in order to understand 1 kilogram, guys, there is actually some standard which you have to specify. And what this standard is, you have an alloy of platinum iridium. So this is a cylinder made up of, guys, cylinder made up of platinum iridium, which is kept in this cylinder is made up of platinum iridium kept at a place which is known as International Bureau of Weights and Measurement. Measures. It is near Paris. It is near Paris, guys. So International Bureau of Weights and Measurement, which is in Paris, a platinum iridium alloy is kept. This platinum iridium alloy have some specific radius and kept at a place International Bureau of Weights and Measure near Paris. So why the question arises, why we have taken platinum iridium as standard? Because guys, chemical stability of platinum, this alloy gives you, this alloy of platinum iridium gives chemical stability of platinum, chemical stability of platinum, chemical stability of platinum with increased hardness, and other thing you can say about this alloy is that this alloy is most stable, or I can say that invariable alloy this one is, but because effect of temperature, pressure and other climatic condition is not affecting this alloys. So that is why we are using platinum iridium alloy to define 1 kilogram, and this platinum iridium alloy is the standard. And what happens, guys, is accurate copy. Its accurate copies have been sent to all the places like USA, India, Canada, and all the places have been sent to all places. And what you do, guys, this other masses or body which you have to define 1 kilogram, so mass of other body can be determined by balancing them against this copy. So I can write mass of other bodies can be determined by balancing them against this copy, against a copy which is this platinum iridium copy which is sent to all the places. So guys, what we have seen that if we have to measure 1 kg of mass, so 1 kg of for that we have platinum iridium alloy, a cylinder made up of platinum iridium which is kept in a place International Bureau of Weights and Measurement near Paris. This alloy is most stable, chemically stable alloy of platinum and increased hardness, and this is invariable. That temperature, pressure and climatic condition does not affect this alloy too much. So we have kept this platinum iridium and we have sent accurate copy of this to different places, and mass of other bodies which we have to measure 1 kg 2 kg like that is determined by balancing this balancing those quantity with this standard one. So that is why whenever you see the guys 1 kg mass which is kept at any places, this uses this same convention to follow these things. So guys, I can define that in short. I can write, guys, if I write in short, mass of cylinder made up of platinum, I'm writing in short, guys, platinum iridium alloy is taken as standard, and with the help of this standard, guys, we can measure any unknown mass and we can say that this mass is of 1 kg. So guys, whenever you have to compare the mass of 1 kilogram, so this is nothing but, guys, mass of platinum iridium alloy which is kept at the standard places, and you can compare that mass corresponding to this platinum iridium masses, guys. Okay, that is the basic concept behind mass, and this way you can measure mass of any body is 1 kg. Okay guys, next quantity I'm going to discuss about length, guys. Length. So what is the way to measure length? Actually guys, I can define length as, first I'll write 1 meter. You know that SI unit of length is meter. SI unit of length is meter, guys. So 1 meter can be defined as, guys, 1 meter. In some books you will see the spelling of meter METRE. Both is okay, guys, if you take METER or METRE. Okay, so in some books they use this meter. Even some standard book like HC Verma also wrote meter like this. Okay, so 1 meter is the distance traveled. 1 meter is the distance traveled. 1 meter is the distance traveled by light in vacuum. In vacuum, in, guys, remember this value 299 792 458 second. So guys, I can simply say that how much distance light can travel in vacuum in this much second is defined 1 meter. That means, guys, you have to define 1 meter. Let it be distance is equal to, you know that distance is equal to speed into time, guys. Speed into time. You know that speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to power 8, which is approximately, guys, 299 792 458, and time I have taken 1 second. One time I have taken 299 792 458 second. So this cancels this, guys. Distance is 1 meter. So I can say that distance 1 meter can be defined as how much distance light will travel in 1 by 299 792 458 second, guys. So how much distance light can travel in vacuum in 1 by 299 792 458 second, or 3 into 10 to power 8 second, is defined as 1 meter. So guys, this is standard which is taken for measurement of length, and that's on the basis of this measurement we can make the measuring length of tape or like anything scale or meter scale like that. With the help of this we can use this measurement of 1 meter, guys. Next, time measurement. So guys, how we can measure time? Like you have the clock in your home or mobile phone also shows the time. So guys, actually this is cesium 133. Cesium 133 clock is taken for this. So why cesium 133 is on only taken, guys? Because I can tell you that cesium 133 is the only stable isotopes of this, is the only stable isotope of cesium. So this is the only stable isotope of cesium. And guys, you should know that this is the because of reactivity is also good. This, reactivity of this isotope is also better. So 1 second can be defined as, guys, so cesium 133 emits electromagnetic radiation of several wavelength na guys, because I know that cesium 133 emits electromagnetic radiation, EM radiation I am writing guys, or electromagnetic waves you can write, electromagnetic radiations of several wavelength. So how I can measure 1 second guys? So I can say that time interval of this value I'm just giving you. No need to remember these all things guys, because no one is going to ask you definition. But in detail, when I told you, physics is a subject where you have to understand the things in detail. So I'm writing this guys. So time interval of 9192631770 vibrations of radiation. This radiation is corresponding to, guys, this radiation is corresponding to, I'm writing, this radiation is corresponding to transition between two specific hyperfine levels. I will discuss what is hyperfine level. Two specific hyperfine levels in cesium 233 guys. Okay, so time interval of 9192631770 vibrations of radiations, this time is taken as 1 second guys. This time is taken as 1 second. So what is this cesium I'm taking guys? This is cesium 133. So cesium 133, I can say that this has different levels. Guys. So what is hyperfine levels? Suppose I'm taking one ground state and the first. So this level is, guys, is known as two hyperfine. The levels which are very close to each other, this is hyperfine levels guys. Okay, so it will go to here and then come here, go here and come here. So how much vibrations actually it will make guys? So 9192631770, if this much vibration they can make between these two hyperfines level, this constitutes 1 second guys. So cesium clock you have to take. Why cesium clock? Because cesium is reactive, as well as cesium 133 is the only isotope which is stable. These things you have to keep in mind guys. So today I have just discussed 3 basic things. Now I can ask you guys, if you have to define mole, if you have to define Kelvin, if you have to define ampere, so what are the things you can choose? Read these things and write in comment box, so that I can see that you are taking interest in those all things guys. Okay,